end on that note. I just want to add a couple things real quickly. When the brother was mentioning the atrocities that this ummah has went through, and just as he said, just as when I've been alive and what I've witnessed, whether it's Syria, Yemen, Iraq, every few years there's always a new genocide, a new massacre, a new war. When the Sahaba were at the gates and they were struggling to open against the Persian Empire or the Roman Empire, they would check themselves. They will check themselves. What are we missing? What are we doing wrong? What's missing from this, from our actions? And we know the story where they said, okay, we haven't been using the miswak. So they used the miswak, and their enemies thought they were sharpening their teeth. So now we have to look at ourselves. Look at ourselves as a whole. What's missing? What's not there that used to be there? Or what's there, or what's in the reality that's not? And what we can see is from the reality that we see our national borders. He mentioned Egypt could see the Israelis destroying the homes, but they do nothing about it. Although they have the armies, although they have the tanks and the jets and everything that's necessary to remove occupation. Jordan, the longest border with Israel is Jordan, or so-called Israel is Jordan. They see them, and not only that, they are higher up and they see Palestine underneath them, but they do nothing about it. So what's there that was not there from before is nationalism and tribalism, and systems that are being implemented that are not from our deen. And what's missing is the system of Islam, the system that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought down for his creation, the system that organizes our affairs, the system that when the Mu'tasim seen one woman being tortured or being hurt, and she yelled out, "Wa Mu'tasimah," he said the response will be what you see and not what you will hear. This is what's missing from our ummah today, and this is what we have to work towards. So this gathering here is not to make you only feel better about your lives and say Alhamdulillah, which is good, which is part of that. It's not only to get news and find out what's going on in Gaza. That's good and important, but it's not only that. This is a call for action to every single one of us. This is a call to action to do what's necessary. If you are young, you need to learn to fulfill this obligation and work with those who work to implement Islam. If you are older and you have that and you are now working towards implementing Islam and working towards freeing the Muslims from these shackles that we've been in the past 100 years, then you have to be working towards that. The ummah is in need, and the ummah is suffering as he has shown us. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه. جزاكم الله خير for coming out. Keep an eye out on our next events. There's going to be brochures, you'll see signs everywhere at stores, at the masajid. Look for the red check, which is reality check. And جزاكم الله خير for coming out. And we'll see you guys next time, inshallah.
جزاكم الله خير. السلام عليكم.